Franklin and the Secret Love. Chapter 3, The Crazy Teacher. Soon after Franklin and his friends arrived at their high school, once inside the school, they quickly all headed to their new classroom. Moments later, as they all were seated at their seats, they eagerly awaited for their new teacher. "Oh boy, I wonder what our teacher looks like," Franklin said nervously. "Well, since he's a retired drill sergeant, he's probably a big guy," Raccoon said. "Maybe he's a lion, or a buffalo, or even a tiger bear," suggested Concern. "Whatever the case may be, he's gonna be a real ball buster, that's for sure," Fox said. Suddenly, the doorknob began to turn. Franklin and the other students began to sweat everywhere as the teacher walked into the classroom. Franklin and the others were shocked as the teacher was actually a lovely-looking pink cat wearing a red business suit. "Well, hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Mrs. Fluffy." Some of kids began to snicker after hearing her name. "Wow, this is not what I expected," Franklin whispered in shock. Minutes later, Mrs. Fluffy was writing her name on the chalkboard. A student launched a rubber band right at her. However, Mrs. Fluffy caught the rubber band with her left hand while she was still writing on the chalkboard. Franklin and the other students gasped in shock as they were amazed how Mrs. Fluffy caught the rubber band while she had her back turned. "How did she do that?" Franklin whispered, confused. Seconds later, Mrs. Fluffy put down the chalk and then marched towards the student who launched the rubber band. Well, it looks like we have a troll here in our class. You really do like making other people's lives miserable, do you?" Mrs. Fluffy said sarcastically while smiling at the students with a smile on her face. "I have a bit of an act for that," Monkey said sarcastically while chuckling. Suddenly, Mrs. Fluffy grabbed Monkey by his neck and held him up to her face. "And do you know what I do to trolls in my camp?" Mrs. Fluffy questioned angrily while strangling Monkey with her bare hands. Franklin and all the other students gasped in horror. Suddenly, Mrs. Fluffy snapped out of her trance. Mrs. Fluffy released Monkey from her grip. "Oh my, I lost my temper again. I'm so sorry about that. I have a bit of a split personality disorder," Mrs. Fluffy explained sarcastically while chuckling. "Just don't do that anymore, sweetie, okay?" Mrs. Fluffy said kindly. As Mrs. Fluffy headed back to her desk, Franklin and the other students looked at each other awkwardly.